Hi there, this is just a really quick video to give instructions about how to take items, requests that are associated with an activity in Aeon and to put them in a handout using a mail merge in Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Word. So here I have a set of requests that I have for a class. The details of this activity are that we have a class that's coming in that's a creative writing class around children's literature, and they have a bunch of things they need to read that are not in the general library and are in our collections. So we're going to set up a reserve so that students can come in, they can make an appointment, or they can come into our drop-in hours and look at these children's books that they need for class. So in order to do that, I handed over the syllabus to one of our student workers, and he was kind enough to put in those requests into Aeon and then put them on a reserve card. So now I have all of these, and my next step is I want this to get into usable data so I can put in my handout that the students can have so that they know what materials are on reserve and we can know what's on reserve. So in order to do this, I'm just going to any of these top column headings, and I go to export, and it's going to export it as an Excel spreadsheet. I figure out where I want it to go, and I've decided that I want this to go to my desktop, and I actually have already done this. I've named it Children's Lit. So I click Save, and then I can go ahead and go to that Excel spreadsheet. Here I have it. I might do things like deduplicate it, or I might go through and sort it in the direction that I want it to be sorted, or just kind of generally make sure that the data is the way I want it. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get this data into a Word document, because that's eventually where I want to deal with it. So I have a blank Word document, and I go into this feature called mailings. If you ever want to learn more about this, there are about 1,000 tutorials on the internet about how to do mail merges, but that's what we're going to do. In the same way that you take, like a donor directory and send out mailings, something you can do is sort of make lists based on what's in Excel. So we're going to start mail merge. We say we want it to be like a directory. That's probably the closest thing we're going to do, where we have a bunch of entries on the same page. And then we're going to select our recipients. We're going to use an existing list. So we go back to where we had stored our Excel spreadsheet that was on our desktop. It was called Children's Lit. Open it up. Yep, that's the sheet I want. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to, I'm going to select recipients. That's what I just did. And then I'm going to insert my merge field. That's right. So what I'm going to do first is think a little bit about how I want this to look. Something I could do is I could look up what an MLA citation looks like, and I could get all of my merge fields to look like an MLA citation. The point here is just to get a list that's usable by people. So let's just start by giving the title of the book. So let's see, we're going to call that's in here. This is called title or collection title. I want that to be italicized, just to show students that that's how we do things. And then after that, let's do the name of the creator. Let's see, author creator. Okay, so it's title of the book, author creator. Let's put a dot after that. Let's put in the place of publication and the publisher. Place of publication. So merge field. Let's put in the publisher. And let's put in the date of publication. Item date. And then let's put in the edition statement if we have it. Item edition. Great. And then let's also put in our call number so that if they ever want to come back and request it, they have sort of clear information about that. Let's say Yukon Archives and Special Collections call number. And then I put that in there. Let's see. Call number. Great. So let's preview this, see if it's how we want it to look. In this case, I happen to know that our first entry didn't have a title in the bib record, so that's why there's this weird thing with the dot with nothing in front of it. And generally, this looks good to me. So let's unpreview it. I know I want a line between all of them. Let's finish and merge. Edit individual documents, all of them. And this is what it ends up looking like. This all looks pretty good to me. This would sort of be our chance to say, oh, I see, it looks like we have a space between the date and the dot. So maybe we go back and we fix that. But just generally, this is what you would have, and then you can sort of do fun stuff to it to make it your handout. And I think that's about it.